Christian hymns in the early morning. These young Catholics stop at the Fährbrück Pilgrimage Church in northern Bavaria on their way to Würzburg, 8 hours on foot. They walk in silence, chat or pray as they go, the youth pilgrimage of the diocese. The church is trying to revive this fading tradition. At one time, hundreds of people took part. This year, just 40 young people make the trek, for various reasons.
I have university exams next week on Monday and Tuesday, and I thought it would be really nice to go part of the way beforehand, walk a bit, do something with friends, and calm down inside.
Spiritual hiking is something of a trend, as a way to relax body and soul. Nowadays, the church is just one of many organizers, including commercial ones.
The church is made up of people. The church is always in motion, and you have to embrace this dynamism, this faith that the church and Christianity includes. It's a perpetual dynamism.
In many respects, the church seems to be the antithesis of dynamism. Many young people look to it as a rock in the stormy seas of the age of Facebook and Twitter. They go on a pilgrimage to wind down and find inner peace, something the madding holiday crowds fail to offer. At the same time, many young people see being active in the church as decidedly untrendy. And yet, studies show that young Germans are seeking spirituality, even as their bond with the church fades.
Of course it's gotten weaker. But I have the feeling that the young people who stick with it are the stronger for it. And they practice their faith all the more.
Others practice their faith outside the established channels in grassroots initiatives. These days, not even the traditionally Catholic Bavarians take for granted that everyone is a practicing Christian.
I'm open-minded. Everyone has their own opinions, of course, and I won't let anyone put me down for going to church. I stand by it.
On the list of priorities for all the possibilities for your free time, the church is slipping downward. That's obvious.
Sometimes young Catholics feel alienated outside the church, but accepted as a part of the community within. Here, young people get together in the parish garden. They know they can trust fellow believers to catch them when they fall. Thousands attend the World Youth Days and experience a common bond under the auspices of the Pope. The sexual abuse scandals of recent years dealt the church a heavy blow.
I think it's really too bad these priests would do stuff like that, but they're people too. But in my opinion, things like that shouldn't be happening.
Personally, I think the press made a big fuss over the whole subject. But someone who's really close to the church won't see the situation as all that dramatic.
But many people in the arch-Catholic city of Würzburg are deeply concerned about the issue. Just a few days before the pilgrimage, a church worker was sentenced to many years in prison. Another woman says the scandals in the church are a major reason so few young people have turned up for the pilgrimage.
After all the headlines that have appeared about child abuse and everything, I think the church really ought to take some action.
In Würzburg's inner city, the pilgrims blend in with the traffic and prepare to return to their hectic lives. What have the young people gained from this day?
They definitely gained a lot, and they've met lots of new people and strengthened their faith to help them face everyday life.
Many more friends join in for the final leg. It turns into a demonstration of Catholic presence in downtown Würzburg. The concluding service is packed. It's an affirmation of faith in the church that so many young people have lost touch with.